Okay, so another quick plant update. This is the overwintered Trinidad Scorpion Moruga. Kind of starting to take off a bit now. I've been picking quite a few pods off this plant actually, quite a few small baby pods at the bottom, but I have noticed it's now starting to put out some bigger pods as well. Another one in here, look. So yeah, the pods are getting a reasonable size. So hopefully this one's going to really start podding heavily soon. We got a couple of wild Baccatum species in the corner, and it's all kind of getting a bit jungly here. This is a monkey face, as you can see, monkey face pods here. I love this variety, really tasty chilies. So yeah, it's starting to put out a few bigger pods now. This one here is a bit unusual because this was a Jamaican hot red from a pod that Volker sent over to me last year, and yeah, it must have crossed with something because I've got two of these, and both are producing, trying to find one, really unusual pods, and they're all the same. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they're like. Hopefully they'll still have like the habanero sort of heat, but yeah, they've obviously crossed with something. It looks like it's maybe crossed with an annum variety. We got the little pyramid plant down here, which is now starting to put out some pods. This one's the Demon Red. Now this plant is starting to put out hundreds and hundreds of pods. Typical Demon Red pod is actually pretty small, kind of this sort of size, but for some reason this plant is putting out some much bigger ones than that. Some even bigger ones back in here, look. But yeah, they all look pretty good. Real heavy crop of pods on here now. Hundreds and hundreds of them. Be able to see more when they, oh, a little freak one there. Be able to see more when they start turning red, because some of them are now just starting to turn. The old Cornish Naga, struggling. The middle kind of died, but it was pinched out, and it's now seems to be recovering, putting out a couple of decent size side shoots. Santa Fe Grande, again quite a few pods on here, real nice looking pods, real light yellowy green colour, awesome tasting pod as well. This is the first of the brain strain. This is quite a big plant, this one, and as you can see it's now starting to put out some pods. It's just a couple of weeks behind the other brain strain further down the line. This one's Fatali, and as you can see the leaves on this really dark green, and well, they're massive. They cover my whole hand, so they're really big leaves, but now starting to flower, and yeah, hopefully have some pods on that one soon. What's this one? This one is the Bubblegum 7 pod. So yeah, he's looking alright again. Now starting to flower. Now starting to put the first pods out. So hopefully get some nice pods on that one soon. This one is the yellow Trinidad Scorpion, I believe. And again, this one's just been a bit slow to get going, but it's loaded with flowers now. So hopefully it will be time for some pods soon. This is a Zimbabwe bird pepper. Again, loads and loads of pods on this. Now starting to turn, some of them. So that one's awesome. This one here is the chocolate Trinidad Scorpion. Nice sized plant. Now starting to put some pods out. So yeah, that one's a really cool plant. My one out in the greenhouse has actually got quite a few more pods on it than this one. Now this one here, this is the biggest plant. It's already almost up to the top. The conservatory. Yeah, in comparison to some of the others, look. And then you get to the brain strain, and this one is huge. The plant's massive, now starting to pod out. The first pod on this one was a monster, so I can't wait for this to ripen. I'm going to take it straight off and do a test with that one, I expect. It's a nice sized pod. But yeah, the brain strain's looking absolutely awesome. This one here is an Aga Viper, and again, now starting to pod, a little bit behind, but hopefully going to be a heavy podder soon. This one is what is this one? This is the Nagler. So again, this is a crossed variety, a little bit slower off the mark, but again, now flowering. Hopefully see some pods soon. And then this is just a normal bell pepper in here, which is loaded with peppers. Obviously no heat to them, but quite a few peppers in there. So yeah, that's the conservatory. I'll do a quick update of the greenhouse later on, but yeah, certainly things are starting to move along in here. Right, see you in a minute. Okay, here we are in the greenhouse, and yeah, much of the same varieties out here, a couple of different varieties, but yeah, the greenhouse plants they're doing alright actually. They normally lag behind a little bit, these ones, but as you can see, this is the Jamaican hot red that I said about earlier, and as you can see on this one as well, it's definitely crossed with something, because these are not normal Jamaican hops. But having said that, you know, it's putting out pods everywhere, this little plant. It's covered in pods, so that's pretty cool. This is the outdoor chocolate scorpion. Sorry, the light's not the best in here, but yeah, this is starting to put out, they're not major sized pods, but putting out a few pods now. In fact, that one's getting a little bit bigger, but yeah, no ripe pods yet, but putting out a few. We've got a brain strain back here, again quite a nice sized plant, now starting to pod out a little bit. Seems to be putting out, you know, 2 or 3 pods per node, which is pretty good. Monkey face here, and again it's getting quite bushy, but there are some little pods hidden here and there, but nothing major yet. Yeah, in fact there's something interesting which I'll show you in a minute, which is some of my plants kept in baby pots are actually putting out more pods than the plants in big pots. So this is a Santa Fe Grand. If we compare that to a Santa Fe Grand that's in a baby pot, this is actually putting out a hell of a lot more pods, although the pods aren't as big as what you could get them on a bigger plant. But I'm guessing that the plant just puts its energy into producing pods, decides that it's in a limited pot, it can't get any bigger, so let's just put some pods out instead. I've got another example of that in a minute as well. So yeah, that's Santa Fe Grand. What else we got here? A little Ricotta Brown here. Gonna have some nice purple flowers soon. In fact, a flower there opening on that. Gonna have to get pollinating with this one, because it needs another pubescent to pollinate with. Little yellow scorpion in the back, not looking so healthy. Pyramid doing alright. Another brain strain. You can see this one's doing pretty well now, starting to put some pods out, which is cool. What do we got here? Naga Viper, brown egg in the back here, little baby brown egg, now starting to put some pods out. Bubblegum 7, yellow scorpion at the back. This is a pretty plant. This is the purple jalapeno. As you can see, nice pretty purple flowers, and yeah, now starting to throw a few pods out everywhere. But yeah, it's an awesome looking plant, that one. Back here is a Zimbabwe bird pepper, which again it's got a few pods on, and the Demon Red, when you look closely there are actually hundreds of little baby pods in there. You've just got to look really hard for them. But what I am finding interesting is, again, going back to the baby pots, look at all the pods. This is a bird pepper, and as you can see, completely loaded with pods. Tiny plant, but you know, loads and loads of pods, starting to turn as well. And then you got the same plant in there in a bigger pot, which has put more effort into getting taller but hasn't yet thrown as much effort into putting pods out. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Same with the Demon Red here, little tiny baby plant, yet loads and loads and loads of little pods. So yeah, this is quite interesting actually. It's quite nice having these little baby plants. They look pretty cool, and you get quite a good supply of pods from them as well. A little baby pyramid plant there, you know, tiny little plant, not going to produce many chilies, but not taking up much room. I can't even think what that one is. Yellow cherry, I think that is. We got a couple of purples at the back here, Peruvian purple I believe this one is, and a fermented Dinade, which is getting really tall actually, really tall skinny plant, and just a couple of others here, Fatali, not really doing very well, and something at the back which really isn't doing very well. But yeah, they're all kind of coming together really, and yeah, looking forward to hopefully getting a load more pods soon. So yeah, that's a little update, and I'll catch you again soon.